Hi, I'm so glad you're here. I have a book that is about a little penguin who enjoyed going exploring. The name of the book is Penguin Pete, Ahoy! And ahoy is another word for hello, ahoy! The author's name is Marcus Pfister. Let's see what this penguin found. Penguin Pete woke up one bright sunny morning and said to himself, "This feels like a good day to go exploring." He plunged straight into the sea and swam quickly past all the friendly fish. "Sorry, no time to play today," he said. "I've got important things to do." Whoa, look what he found. Before long, Pete found something really interesting to explore. Around the bend, in the next bay, was an old ship with jagged holes in its rotten timbers and tattered sails flapping in the wind. There seemed to be no one on the ship, so Pete clambered on board. Gonna crawl up over the edge of the ship. "What a mess!" gasped Pete, looking at all the crates, barrels, ropes, and broken planks scattered across the deck. A sudden rustling noise startled him. It seemed to come from under an old sack. Pete waddled quietly over to the sack and pulled it into the air. Cowering underneath was a little gray mouse. "Hello," said Pete. "I'm sorry if I frightened you, but I was a bit scared myself. I didn't think there was anyone on this ship." "There's only me," said the little creature, "and I wasn't really frightened." The mouse stood up straight and saluted smartly. "I'm Horatio, the ship's mouse," he announced. "Welcome aboard." "Nice to meet you, Horatio. I'm Penguin Pete. Let's be friends." "All right," said Horatio. "Come on, I'll show you my ship." Pete liked the storeroom best of all. Some of the boxes and packages were broken open, and Pete had never seen so many good things to eat. "Does all of this really belong to you?" asked Pete, licking his beak. "It certainly does," said Horatio with pride. "Help yourself." "Let's go back on deck," said Pete when he was too full to eat any more. Pete rushed upstairs and found a fishing net to play with. He swished it through the air, using it to give his friend a ride, even dressed up in it. Well, that would be quite a ride. Do you see this? Looks like Horatio's hanging on for dear life. Until suddenly he was tangled in the mesh. The more he struggled to get free, the more entangled he became. "Don't worry," worry, said Horatio. A ship's mouse can handle nets. I'll get you out of there. How do you suppose he did that? I wonder if maybe he used his teeth to chew a hole through that net. Next, Horatio suggested a game of hide and seek. Pete tried his best, but he wasn't very good at hiding. And the mouse, who knew every nook and cranny on the ship, quickly found him every time. Can you see where Penguin Pete is hiding? Look for his orange beak. That's right. He's inside the big barrel. Very good. Let's climb to the top of the mast, said the mouse. You can see the whole world from up there. He scampered nimbly up the rope ladder. Pete struggled to follow him. The view from up here is wonderful, isn't it? Said Horatio. Yes, said Pete, but I don't like being so high up. I'm feeling dizzy. You're just seasick, said Horatio wisely. I think I'd feel better in the sea, said Pete. Why don't we go for a swim? Swim? Said the little mouse nervously. I have a better idea. I'll ride in the lifeboat. It looks seaworthy. You can push me. So they have to let that lifeboat down into the water with the ropes. Pete carefully lowered the boat into the water and began to push. But Horatio squeaked, "Help! My feet are getting wet!" Water was running in through a hole in the bottom of the boat. "Abandon ship!" called Pete. "But I can't swim!" cried the little mouse. "I'll save you," shouted Pete as he raced to pull Horatio out before the boat sank. You can see it's starting to fill up with water. "Climb on my back," said Pete. "You'll be all right." He carried his little friend back to the ship and wrapped him in a blanket. The mouse was still trembling with fright. "I think I'll stay on the ship from now on," he said. "But I hope you'll come to visit me again." "Of course I will," said Pete as he jumped into the sea. And there he is in the water. Horatio scurried to the ship's rail to wave goodbye. "Ahoy there, Pete," he called. "So long, shipmate," cried Pete as he paddled away. "The next time I come to visit, I'll teach you how to swim." The end. Well, that was a fun story, wasn't it? I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you'll come back again sometime and visit me. We'll find another fun book to read together. Okay, bye-bye.